My guests this evening, Horace Map, the Soca Monarch, or Mr. Killa, who's also won the Road March and the Radio Monarch, and the Scholar, who is the Calypso Monarch for 2009. Now, there's been much talk about Killa's video introduction at the March Crowd. I want to show you a bit of that now.
Upon this lyrically infested battleground, where this warrior who fought so many times before fought and lost a battle. Over mountains and seas, he sought refuge between the birds and trees. 1 year later, with the pounding of the drums and the sweet melodic voices of his angels beckoning him, he ran into the mountains and into the light, and as his eyes embraced the light, he knew the next battle was near. Memories of yesteryear flashed before his very eyes. He is a warrior of heart and soul, and so he trained and trained and trained and trained and trained, and on Fantastic Friday, August 7th, 2009, he journeyed from the peak of Manguayav through constant spring and Battle Grove Town, Perseverance, Happy Hill, Grand Mall, to his final destination, Grenada National Stadium. Another battle has begun.
Fantastic. You must have spent a lot of time on this, and some money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't have much time because, you know, after the semi-finals and stuff like that, we only had a 2-week period, you know, to get everything done. And it was within that time to get everything done. And I mean, I spent a couple of days, maybe like for the first 4 or 5 days, I mean, I was brainstorming, you know, back and forth, what it is I have to do, you know. And a morning about 4 o'clock in bed, I just jump out of bed and the idea was right there. It was right there in my head. And I called Reese. Well, everybody knows Miss Reese Sam. She by my side from since, you know, until this time. And this is the person I relate all my ideas to. We sit down and put everything together and stuff like that. So I called her and I said, Reese, well, I have an idea. Boom. She said, well, all right, you sound good, let's do it. And that is when we get to it and stuff like that. And within there, you know, things come to you while you're working. It's like when you're building your house, you see something that is wrong that you could fix. And, you know, I mean, we get everything done just the day before Soca Monarch. And it was fantastic.
That was a challenge.
It was hard. Yeah. It was hard work. I mean, hunger, no sleep, no rest, you know, and it was extremely tight, and we pulled it off, and here comes success after hard work. So.
And when you saw the people's reaction, how do you must have, what's the feeling?
I mean, your mind, as an entertainer, as me being there, hearing the sound of the crowd, I mean the voices, you know, the screaming either your name or yeah, whatever sound they might make, it just make you bust into this person that you sometimes wonder who it is yourself, you know. As I say, that warrior-like person, you know, it give you that energy, that burst, and just make you take it away.
Good.
Of course.
It only come to just, well, I'll come back to you in a minute, Mr. Killa. You enjoyed your return after the years break you had?
Yeah, I must say that it was better than I expected, better than I anticipated anyway. And to have left a winner and to have returned a winner, I mean, you can't ask for anything else. To ask for anything else would be hypocritical. So I've enjoyed it.
Okay. When I come back to you, you were suspended for a while over the crowd.
Yeah. Well, even that. I mean, we finished that on the day of Soca Moon. I was in the roof still working. You know, it was really tight, and we did the extended cables and stuff like that. So I went over the crowd for a little while, which was great. Which was great. Yeah, I feel real good on top there. You know, I felt like the king on top there already looking at me. You know, I felt like the king on top there because I was over the crowd. You know, and while there, you know, last year I had little clauses where, you know, there was statements about me turning my back to the crowd and stuff like that. And while I was up there, I did it freely, where I could spin right around, you know, and stuff like that, and bust the freestyles up there one time. As I started to turn, the idea started rolling, and I started freestyling it one time to the crowd as I'm moving, and that was great again, and the crowd was busting. It was great. It was wicked. It was great. It was great. Yeah.
Well, after all, it's early days yet, savoring the victory and so forth, looking forward, I guess, to Trinidad. So therefore, thinking of next year would be early.
Well, of course.
Or unless you have things in mind already.
You know, I was telling somebody that today that when I came off of the stage, it was one. Then when the result come out, it was the second part of those thoughts. Already thinking about next year and Trinidad and the other things to come. You know, because I mean, being in that position and the big man scholar, I'm sure he could relate to that. When you win, you're all blown. But a couple minutes after that, thoughts start clicking to you and saying, boy, next year.
Defense.
You know, defense. You know, defense next year and such that, you know, like that. And then you start planning, well, all right, boom, this is great. That is how running through my head automatically. This is great. I think I'm ready to start getting ready for Trinidad and stuff like that. Automatically. And sometimes I sit down to myself and say, boy, I wish them thoughts could just leave me alone for a while so I